relationship. So in the beginning, I'm very attentive, but I'm not extremely friendly because I don't want her to think that I want something from her. I also I tell her right away, I'm not going to recommend you any products today because very often people come to us and they're scared that we're going to start recommending them products instead of, they already know that estheticians have that reputation. It's a horrible stereotype and a lot of us don't have it, but it's already in the people's mind. She's going to start selling me things now or upgrading. I never do it. First treatment, never. So what do? I sell very well. How do I do it? When she stands up and she sees herself in the mirror and she looks fabulous. She says, oh my God, I look so good and look at my skin. And in that point I said, if you would like to, again, I give her opportunity to choose. If you would like to, I can recommend you a skincare regimen that's gonna make your skin look like this. Now I have evidence to the fact that I know what to do with the skin. And now she has a choice to say yes or no. And most of the times she says yes. Now, very often, one more thing happens. I want you to be very, very mindful of it. We take 15 minutes, 20 minutes, however, time is the most valued commodity we have. Money we can earn through the time, right? So you really have to be mindful of your time. So if I give you 20 minutes of my time, explaining her, and I think that as estheticians, we owe it to ourselves and to our client to know every single ingredient. Chantel, I appreciate your knowledge of Chantel was in my in-person class, so I know she knows. Knowledge of ingredients of the products that she used. This is a must. We need to know what type of skin, what ingredients, what's toxic, what's encapsulated, what's time release. There is so much, and we need to know about products that we sell. So this is very important. Now, this is what happens often. I'm warning you right now. She will stay with you and listen, and you're going to show her products and she's going to observe. And then the next thing she says, may I take a picture? So the only reason she says it, because she already acquired your knowledge, your time, your energy that you could spend on yourself doing exercises, your knowledge, your incredible knowledge of the product. She wants to take a picture, go and bargain shop. That's what she wants. She doesn't want to give you that business. She wants to find better price for herself. Now, I always tell to my girls, people are not against you when they act unethically. They're for themselves. It's a little bit different approach. They're not against you, they're for themselves. But you have to be for yourself too, especially when it's fair. So this is what I do in those situations. I always say the same thing to every client. Absolutely, you can take pictures. You're very welcome to take pictures. But please keep in mind, anything that wasn't bought from me, I'm not holding any responsibility for. And skin can be very temperamental. And it's very important for them to know because you become the go-for person. So what happened to me? The clients would buy something from me, get recommendation. Go buy somewhere else, something didn't go right. Example, a client bought from me a product called Verte Espoir by Biologique Recherche. 1 month, she used it. The second time when she was buying it, she bought it through somebody else because they had a better price or something. But the second time, that cream didn't work out for her because what she didn't realize that in the time before she bought the first time and the second time, Biologique Recherche actually changed the formula, right? So she buys it from them, she calls me, and she says, you recommended and I bought from you Verte Espoir, but I have reaction now. I'm like, honey, you have reaction 2 months later. You didn't notice the first time around. She says, oh, no, the first month I didn't have any reaction, but I bought the new one and now I have reaction. I said, let me check. When did you buy it from me? She said, I didn't buy it from you. I bought from somebody else. I said, okay, I understand. I said, you know what, honey? Whoever you bought it from, I'm sure they have excellent professionals who can tell you what the trouble was, because I don't consult on things that weren't bought from me. I cannot take responsibility for Sephora, for Saks Fifth Avenue. I'm only one person. I care for my business. If you would buy it from me, I would give you every explanation, change the product to other product. I would accommodate you. But please ask for accommodation from whoever you bought the product from. And I didn't feel for 1 sec. I told the story to my friend and she said, oh my God, how could you tell this to her? I said, wait, But being fair means being fair to everybody else, including yourself. And what she did was not unfair. It was unfair towards me. So how come I don't have to consider myself as a human being? I gave her my time, a lot of my time. I explained to her everything, including the fact that I only take responsibility for products that bought from me and from me only. She thought that she can skip that step because she bought once from me and the rest she's going to shop around. No, I only, even if I recommended something and first time you bought it from me, I only responsible if you bought from me again. The minute you don't buy from me, my responsibility is unhooked and go and ask those people, right? Doesn't mean, I know that lots of girls are so hesitant when I say that, but if you really think deeply, if you don't respect yourself and upset with your clients for not respecting you, you gave them ticket to not respect you. And respecting yourself only in your mind is not going to help anybody. You have to respect yourself with your words and with your actions. And if somebody tries to be smart with you and you don't show it, how often somebody tries to be smart for them, and as a woman, we feel so embarrassed for them, we play dumb. I've done it. So many times I play stupid to save somebody else's face. That's bad for my parasympathetic nervous system. It's not good for my mental health. So now this is how we do. We open, be clear, be transparent, and I'm completely not embarrassed to tell her, I gave you my time, my expertise, my knowledge, my learning. You know, learning is not cheap. Courses are very expensive, and I invest so much money in learning courses, just like you are with me. I go to other people, right? All the time. So I could bring the best of the best of the best to my client. For what? For them to bargain shop afterwards? I don't play those games. So I highly recommend to you, I'm going back. Don't recommend any product. Long ago, I took a course with a very famous esthetician who told us, girls in course, like you are with me, that, she was talking about sales. And she says, recommend the product as soon as they walk into the room. I did it for a while. And you know what I got? I got much less sales and hesitant facial tissues. Again, because subconsciously, her parasympathetic nervous system now thinks she's here to sell me products, not to take care of me, because she doesn't know you. Once she gets to know you, you become golden for her because she knows you sincere. But first time around, she doesn't know you sincere. Everybody acts sincere first time around. After the facial, you will see week 4, how I bring them up from the bed. There is definite system of getting client off the bed. Otherwise, they're going to sleep there. You have to get them up. So you will see in the week 4, I finish them. I ask her, how do you feel? She says, I feel great. I say, oh, you should see how you look. Let's look at it together. I put the lights on. I get her off the bed and I move her towards the mirror. Now she's on her 2 feet in front of the mirror with me. So she's not going to go back to sleep, hopefully. So now we talk about her face. And she says, oh my God, I look amazing. And she does. And she does. And I say, absolutely. Oh, I look at my skin. Oh my God, look at, and this is the mom say, if you would like to, and only if you would like to, I will recommend you, tell you what I use, and recommend you the skincare regimen. Sometimes they will tell you, you know what, and that's honest, and I'm so welcoming of honest people. She said, you know what, I can only afford to buy 1 or 2 products, right? Because I used to sell biological research. It's a quite expensive product. So I right away go to thinking, what would be the best product for her? I completely don't care how much it costs and how much money I'm going to make from it. I have no care about that. I only think what's going to cater to her, even if it's the cheapest product. We choose 2 most important products for her. Usually cleanser is my staple of the most important products because I do not want to deplete the lipid barrier. We're going to be talking about it next week. And I always have samples. I would add her some samples and I right away tell her, those are the samples that you can go home and try. If you like it, you make sure to get it from me, because if you're going to get it from somebody else, I will not be responsible for outcome of this product on your face. Again, you have to repeat things to people because people will always go to what's most comfortable and most beneficial for them. People are not against you, they're for themselves. So you have to communicate with them that the $20 or $30 that she's going to save from somewhere else is not going to be greater than your expertise, your security, and you standing behind your product. Because I always stand behind my product. So that I wanted to communicate with you today.